So, good morning. Welcome to my end of May plot tour. Come see how the plot's looking. Now, I was going to tidy up, do some reading, make it look really smart. But I thought, no, you should see what the weather has been doing to it. You should see the reality of the plot at the end of May. Excuse the door, that's just the wind blowing it. So I'll take you around the plot and let you see how it really looks. So this is bed one. The roses have gone a bit crazy. This honeysuckle I need to cut back, it's getting too bushy. So I will cut it right back to there. But I will check for nests first, because obviously I don't want to disrupt anything. I haven't yet planted out or directly sown into here. This will be probably a salad bed. We've got a few Swiss chard. There's a few more plants I want to put in further along there. Here we've got gorgeous strawberries. Look at these. But I've already seen, whilst I was here, a little blackbird. No, not blackbird. No, it wasn't a sparrow, but little bird nibbling on the fruit. That's why I keep finding them half eaten. So there are 3 different varieties. Cambridge is one of them. Look at the lovely size on there, and we've got some in there, so loads to ripen up. I know the netting should be done better. Next, this is carrots. That's if they decide to come up. I had to resow, and looks like nothing's come up yet. I have carrots, or freshly sown carrots, in all of these pots along the side. We'll see if they come up. In here, I do not have sweet corn yet. I know it says sweet corn. Some of them have come up in the greenhouse, so I'm not sure I can plant out a whole bed. Once I have marked out the weed suppressant fabric, I will be planting leeks in here. This will be another brassica bed, but I've got to bring them from home. Now, my newest, you could say, experiment is these slug halos. And let me see if I can pull this up so you can see them better. Gonna have to unclip. Now, I've seen them used for lettuce, but not so much for brassicas. But what I've done is I've used the organic slug pellets and sprinkled them inside. The only issue with these is when I come down, yeah, you can see this one's kind of moved. So I've got to kind of squish it back down. Now, I'm not sure if that's rodents doing that or what. On the end here I have some French climbing beans. Some have been slugged, but it's not too bad. Here I've got more brassicas. They're not as big. Now, I've lost one over there, but the rest of them seem to be just about surviving. In this one, hopefully you can see with the sunlight, I've got onions from sets there, and I finally planted out the onions from seed here. Obviously I have some bindweed weeding to do. There are more slug-chewed, probably French climbing beans there. I think these were runner beans, but they have been totally murdered by the slugs. Here I have Charlotte potatoes. Most of it's alright, but rodents have eaten the seed potato. So there is a couple of spots that are missing. Yes, I know I've got weeds on the paths, but that's just how it is this time of year. Okay, over here, cola herb. Maybe it was the way I pruned it, but it's not survived very well. I'm just trying to think what that was. I don't know, but it's not survived. Chives looking glorious. The other herbs mostly survived. One very sad looking lavender, but the rest is okay. My rose cutting that I took a few years ago is looking glorious. If you look up here, these lovely scented climbing roses. Well, this is a cutting I just stuck in the ground probably a couple of years ago, and it is a big strong plant now. Look at it. So I think that will be dug up in the winter time and brought home. The rest of the herbs, I've got a load of mint in these pots. Still not looking the most tidy, but not too bad. There is nothing to see in the greenhouse. In the next week or so I will be planting out all my tomatoes. I've got to weed this area to be able to then plant out the tomatoes. Tidy up this area, because how can I hang up my hammock with it looking like that? But look, there's a gorgeous, that's a peony, absolutely beautiful. So this bed, which is flowers and a pond you can't even see, is just absolutely overflowing with flowers. Lupins, roses, geraniums over there, heuchera, iris, just crammed full of beautiful, beautiful flowers. Nothing to see on the squash beds yet. That is brassicas at the moment, will be turning into squash beds. This cage will be coming down. Over here I have Taunton Dean kale, perennial kale. Glorious foxgloves here. Absolutely no squash plants in there yet, but there will be soon. Some French climbing beans, the purple ones. This is the new brassica tent. I have to weed this side because it's covered in weeds. But bring you into it. I've got to try and dig out as much of that bindweed as I can. On this side I have some brassicas planted out, but the rest still to go in. Again, I'm using these slug collar halos. I need to find a way that they don't move when maybe wildlife slightly touches them, maybe pegs or something, but that's an experiment. Here is I think it's a heritage variety pea. It's not that tall. Can I see the label? Nope. Can I see the label? Rose Zacron, I think. So these are my tay berries. Loads and loads and loads of them. I obviously need to tie in this new growth. These are gooseberry bushes and red currant bushes. No, black currant bushes. But there's an awful lot of bindweed. This is an area I've been struggling with for years. There's also bindweed growing up through the raspberries and a few other weeds. Raspberries. Along the fence there, that's a thornless blackberry. A couple of brambles coming out through the sink area. And daylilies, Cocosmia, geranium, and hellebores surviving where the rabbits can get them. So, not the tidiest, but I'm getting there gradually. There's certainly a lot more growing than last time. So I'd rather the plot looked tidier. It was more in control. But this is where it is. It's just me doing it. Hopefully this coming week, or over the next couple of weeks, I can get in all the tomatoes, the squash, winter squash plants, the courgettes, the sweet corn, just loads. But I've still got some bed prep to do before I can put those in. I know you might think it's a bit late, but with how stuff's got eaten by the slugs this year, it's just all I can do. I've just got to hope that the slugs don't decimate all my squash plants or look at them out, because I know a lot of people online have had that issue. So thank you for watching. I'm glad there's a bit more to see, but there'll be loads more on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.